Yeah, no, just a couple of things for you guys here today. The biggest thing that I'm going to go through is just kind of a reminder of all the different lending programs that we have. But of course, as we're still tracking inflation, because the biggest thing that I'm sure you guys want to know is when rate cuts are going to start. So we'll start off with that. Well, when I'm doing these slides, I do them essentially the day before, but new inflation numbers are out today. So unfortunately, the graph isn't updated as of the December numbers. However, like I said, December just came out today. Inflation came out at 3.4, so a little bit higher, but the core inflation is remaining the same, 3.9 in November and then 3.9 in December as well. So, I mean, in terms of when rates are going to start to get cut, it's essentially, whenever we're seeing a normalization of these inflation numbers get back to 2%. It's going to happen at some point. It will happen soon, but it's just a matter of time. Rates on the fixed side, I've been doing a lot of cold calling to like realtors and stuff like that. And the biggest thing that I can kind of tell them is, hey guys, like if your mortgage people aren't making you privy to this type of information, then you're being underserved. And the whole point being that fixed rates have come down quite a significant amount since I'd say maybe like late November, early December-ish. And of course, these are just the rates that we're seeing on the rate sheets. There's still a lot of discounts that we can get on those. So if you're looking at a conventional rate, yeah, sure, on the rate sheets at 601, but we can probably get around like 5.3, 5.6-ish, and on insured mortgages, they're going into the high 4 ranges right now at 4.99, and in the coming weeks, we may be able to get a little bit better on those as well. But yeah, so lending programs, I just wanted to kind of reiterate a lot of stuff that you guys might not be privy to, or kind of just give you guys a reminder of what we have available to us in terms of lending programs. And if you guys have any questions, of course, I'm happy to field them. But the biggest program that we kind of utilize, especially for individuals that are, that have multiple mortgages, that they're already qualifying to their maximum ratios based off of income. Well, we have the net worth program. So essentially, with liquid assets, we're able to get them approved for a mortgage proportional to the amount of liquid assets that they have. It's a really useful program. So I just thought I'd give you guys that as a reminder. Next, the cashback program. This is a really big seller for renewals. If you guys have clients that are renewing, then a cashback offer, it's essentially free money. You want to make money while you're renewing, well, cashback program. So that's something that you guys have at your disposal as well. And when I'm talking to my realtor referrals, people that are looking to drum up business, that are looking to get back into their books, one thing that I do offer is, hey, if you want to give your clients touch points, see if they're renewing. Then we have great options for them if they are renewing. So, not only are you just touching points with your clients, but you're also offering them something that might be advantageous to them. So one thing to add in there. This is essentially like a doctor's program, but it's a professional's projected income program. That's what I've worded it here. It's not just for doctors. When I was doing research on this program, it's most people just think it's for doctors, but it's also dentists, which technically are doctors. But one thing that I was surprised to learn, it's also for veterinarians as well. So if you are in your last year of schooling, or you have less than 12 months in the job, then lenders can take a projected income for you, and that goes up to a max of $379K. It depends on the job that you are in. Obviously, veterinarians aren't going to have a projected income of $379K. That's going to be for like specialist doctors and stuff like that, right? But worth noting as well. Non-B20 compliant. I touched on this last year. This is how we're able to pre-approve people based off of, or essentially getting away from using the stress test. So, if you have clients that are looking to get pre-approved, you want those pre-approval higher, we do have, programs for that as well. And then reverse mortgages, you guys know what reverse mortgages are. Of course, we still have those. I've never done one personally, but of course it is something that we have. If you're not familiar with it, essentially, all it does is it takes equity out of your house and it gives people cash flow as they go.
Does the house have to be fully paid for?
No, it doesn't have to be fully paid
No?
for, but the max loan to value that they have, that they will go up to is 55%. So
Okay.
let's say it's $1 million house and you only have $100,000 owing on to it, then you could probably go up to 555,000-ish, whatever, 55% should be around there. And then lastly, bank statement programs. This is for B lenders, but this is also good for, I mean, you know, there's a stigma around B lenders, but this can come in handy a lot of times, especially for people that are working on commission, a lot of people that don't necessarily declare the most. You know, the good advantage of this is that you only need 6 to 12 months. So if you're working with a client that doesn't necessarily have a history of, you know, 2 years and, you know, you're still looking to get them approved, again, another program that we do have. So that's all that I wanted to touch on with you guys today. So unless there was any questions with the programs, yeah.
You expect the next rate announcement them just to hold?
I expect so, especially with December going to 3.4 and you know, core inflation not really moving around 3.9. I do expect them to hold at the next rate meeting. I believe the next rate meeting is, yeah, I had it somewhere. Yeah, January 24th. And then the next one after that will be March 6th. So, I mean, for those two, I mean, as of right now, I would expect them to hold at both of them, but it's way too early to say, especially for March,
I don't
because
think they'll go up.
no, I don't think they'll go up. I mean, you'd have to see something pretty drastic with inflation, right? Where it goes to 3.4, if it went to like 3.6 or 4% in January, which I don't expect. Then you could maybe consider that, but I don't want to speculate that it's going to go up. Most of the expectations is that it's going to hold for the early part of the year, and you know, I've been seeing reports saying that they could cut as early as, you know, second quarter 2024. I mean, like, when do I personally think that they'll be able to do it? It's really just going to be based off of inflation, maybe sometime in the summer. Yeah. Any other question? Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Justin.